What's up? Got a Tuya knife. Man, they even got a nice case. But I believe this is, this is the TUYAKNIFE Argon. And it's in titanium, and I believe S35VN. Bought this on the secondary market, and the images and the seller represented it as new. And I just found it so intriguing, the millwork, how it's like an island, and then they milled it down in all these layers coming around these scales on both sides, even into the frame lock. I mean, and they did a little bit on the actual pocket clip. They did some of that same layered milling. Yeah, let's get in here. And the name of this, I think it's the Aragon. Aragon, is that right? Aragon. Argon. Yeah, Argon. Argon. Let's check it out. What do you think? Yeah, S35VN. No, nice. And oh, is that comfortable in the hand? I mean, I picked up one higher end Tuya knife, and then I've picked up several, kind of lower end budget versions of their knives, and I'm a fan. I like what they're doing. I don't know much about their company, who's manufacturing this stuff for them. But yeah, pretty good stuff. Great action, fit and finish, this titanium, this milling. I dig it. Let's get in it. Looks like I'm going to need a screwdriver. I'm not sure if my big flat blade will work for that or not. I think it will. Just depends on how tight that is. I might have to get my tool bag and I think this will work. I was going to say I think I might have to get a legit screwdriver, but I think this will work. Let's try it. Yeah. Oh, it's got Loctite or something on it. It is gummy. Like Loctite, or maybe it's got a rubber O-ring. It's got a little dab of Loctite on it. Just the tiniest little bit. Anodized collar. Gold. Kind of cool. I think the rest of this is T6s. Yep. But I'm going to say that there's Loctite here too. So I don't, maybe the previous owner got in here. Not sure. Well, we're just going to keep going. Yeah, I don't see any Loctite on it, but there's definitely some pressure on that. But the knife has sprung. Okay. I mean, it doesn't look horrible in here. The bearings are dry. And the knife's new enough that the bearings haven't even cut into the stonewash on the blade yet. Like, I mean, there's your indicator. Definitely a brand new knife. Has not been run much at all. Those bearings haven't even cut their way in. Yeah. I'm going to put a little cleaner on my towel because the knife is so dry. I mean, it's a dry knife. There's not lubrication in here at all. But it looks like there might be a little bit of grime in here, so I kind of want to get that off. you know, just give it a good wipe down, right? Yeah, I like these Tuya knives. And I'm trying to think, but I think I have two more currently that are just sitting in the wings, waiting to come into the collection, you know, that kind of thing. Get them checked in. And I've been pleasantly surprised with the knives so far, the quality of them, you know, ultimately the price, you know. They're not asking a fortune for these, but they're nice knives. Good quality piece, no complaints. They run really well. The fit and finish, the materials. And in the in hand, I can't think of the Caladan is the other nice one that I like. And I mean, it's 100% one of the nicer pieces that I brought into my collection in 2023. Yeah, definitely one of the nicer pieces that I brought in this year. And I brought some doozies in, man. I got my first Chavez this year, and I really like that Chavez, man. But, you know, sometimes things break down to practicality. I really like that Chavez, that kickstop, but, brother, that is a big knife. I mean, I can't really carry it in the summer. I mean, I get towards winter and I start wearing more jeans. I mean, that thing can go in my pocket more. But, I mean, to just put that big Chavez in some shorts, eesh, it's kind of big, bro. Kind of big. What other knives? I mean, I should probably put together, like, do that, right? Like, and get after it pretty quick. My top prospects for 2023. You know, what I couldn't do is go top knives for 2023 because, I mean, I barely scratched the surface with the knives that were made available this year. But I can do my top, you know, my top 10 or top 20, whatever. All right, I think we're good. Put her back together. Is this captured? It is not captured. But it's not, they didn't mill it either. And I like that. I like that look. Which side up? Let's go with this side. And stop pin. I think that's it. I think we're whole. Other than a little oil. Well, let's put this on. Yeah, so I should probably look into that and do my, you know, do my top 20 for 2023. That'd be fun. Be a fun video. I also have thought that I think I might go through my Tucson collection and just kind of break it up and do like a video of like a row. I'm trying to think how many rows in my cases I have, but I could put my camera on the case and then just go through a row, which a row would be 10 knives. And just kind of run through the action. I wouldn't check them in. I wouldn't disassemble them because they've already been through all that. But I could just run through the knives. There's a lot of my Tucsons that have not been checked in on this channel. I owned them way before I started the YouTube thing. And so, you know, they're not checked in like that on video. So I did think, man, I could just do a row of Tucsons. And some of them would have already been on the channel, but the majority of them not. Come on, man. Yeah, so I'm thinking about doing that. That other side's spinning on me. Let's get these other screws in and then we'll come back to that pivot. Yeah, so we'll see. I know it'd be easy content. I also have some plans for some firearm content coming up in the new year. Get some camera angles and actually do some shooting and test out some new firearms and waste some ammo, that kind of thing. Check in some firearms. You know, kind of the origination of all that, right? Locked down. I wonder. Oh, oh, so sweet. Okay. Get rid of that blade. Put it back. Okay. Give it a final wipe. Let's run that action. And boy, this blade's got quite the satin finish. Yeah, pretty nice. Okay. This is the action on this is like the other higher end one, like the Caladan. It is just so smooth, and I mean, it's next level stuff. It really is. Wonderful. I like that blade shape. And then the stone wash creates some pretty cool contrast in that knife. Yeah, wonderful action. Effortless flipping that out, and I wonder if I can fail it. I mean, I'm really not sure, but let's see. Yeah, I can fail it. I'm pretty sure I could fail that Caladan too, now I'm thinking about it. It's not the end of the world, you know. It takes so little effort to get that out. Like, there's really good leverage. Look at how high this flipper tab is compared to the center of this pivot. So tremendous amount of leverage coming down. Yeah, wonderful. Ergonomics in hand. So everything is knocked down and smoothed, and these millings, the way that that's graduated out from the center, just makes for a wonderful grip. Really nice, kind of sharp jimping here, just a little bit of it, just enough to grab the thumb. This finger guard is high enough that completely blocks the hand in there. Nice contour for the rest of my fingers in here. Full 4-finger grip with some to spare. This is smooth and rounded over, so this part going into my palm is very comfortable. The pocket clip has disappeared. I mean, this is money right here. Not so confident, very confident. This thing sliding up towards the top of the scale. Just really locked in, wonderful grip. And yeah, this backside, it's built to put the thumb right in the joint for the back grip. Wonderful. check the pocket clip. Yeah, we're pretty flat. I don't think there's any chance on this one-handed. There's no way that that would go over this thick material. Now two-handed, if I grab it and run it, it's all the way home. And it's flexible enough to take it there, and it's really in there. So, I mean, that wasn't hard to do, but I don't think I'm doing that with one hand. I think I definitely have to lift that tip to get it over the thick stuff. But once I did, runs good. It's got a good profile, looks good, and it's in there. About standard size stuff. Standard size, just going to run all day long. I mean, it's got a good grip. It's not quite dryer stuff, and I could probably tighten it up, but it's got a good grip. I mean, just standard stuff, it's going to be where I put it. I don't think it would survive the dryer. And I'll be honest, looking at this thin clip, I'm not sure that I could tension this up enough against that smooth, slight ramped clip. See it? It's such a small ramp. I'm not sure that I could get that tight enough against this smooth titanium here to actually be dryer tight. You know what I mean? So I think I'm going to leave it. I mean, it's definitely adequate. It's just not like locked in to tumble in a dryer. What about safety? So I am contacting the blade right here. There's blade contact through the back right there. And the tip is safe. So the clip is okay. The tip is good. And there's blade contact at the back here. Yep. Wonder if we're sharp. I mean, I think it could use a strop. And I've got just a minute, so I'm going to get it. And again, with the strop work, I'm happy to share this. I mean, if the video is going well and I'm not in a marathon, I'm happy to share this because this is such an important thing, man, to get a strop, a leather belt, whatever, and run a knife 3 or 4, 5, 6 times, whatever, to just get that burr off. You're not trying to polish. You're not putting a ton of weight on it. Just to get the tiniest little burrs off that you can't see or feel. What do you think? Difference? You can hear it, can't you? I can. So much sharper taking that burr off. Yeah. So I don't mind sharing that strop because, I mean, a lot of times these knives come from the manufacturer and it's like, yeah, the knife wasn't sharp. When in essence, I think there's a good chance that it was really sharp. It's just got a burr and it needs to be stropped. And so getting comfortable running your knife over the backside of a belt, a piece of leather like this, man, it's a good skill to have if you're in the knife world. All right, price and availability. So this thing's pretty hard to find. There's a TUYAKNIFE site that I'll link below, but this knife's not available there. They show one, it's a blemish model. They say that it's got some Mars on the scales, whereas this one has none. I mean, this one's in great shape. And they're asking for the blemished one. Well, actually, they wanted $110 plus shipping for it, but it's actually sold. I thought it showed that it was there, but it's actually sold. Normal retail on this knife is about $170. So it ain't cheap. Yeah, it's one of those, they're definitely getting paid on these products for sure. But yeah, I dig it. So I did go out and find me one on the used market. I think I paid under $100. I think I paid under $90 for it on the secondary market. So I'm not 100% sure. It might have been $100. But anyways, appreciate you watching. TUYAKNIFE Argon S35VN and this wonderfully milled titanium scales. So cool. Anyways, thanks again.